My respect for Fujitora just skyrocketed through the roof after reading this chapter. I already liked Fujitora, with his introduction, to his character design, to how he treated Daffy throughout this arc. I really enjoyed Fujitora as a character. But when I saw that one crucial moment in this chapter, to where he bends the knee, Fujitora, an admiral, bends the knee and asks for forgiveness. He says he's sorry, and that scene alone, Fujitora, man, he is moving up into one of my favorite admirals. Just that alone is so good. It is so good just seeing Fujitora do something like that and just bend the knee to Kinriku. I think majority of us did not expect something like that, especially with how he tried to apologize for the world government and the Navy's actions of what they have done. And to see that, a lot of respect needs to go to Fujitora after what he did in this. Like, it takes a huge man, a big man with a big heart, to do what Fujitora just did. To just bow in front of everybody, and even his Marines behind him, just bow before him. And just that right there, just to bow before King Riku and ask for forgiveness, and, saying they're sorry, what the world government has done, what Daffy has done, just so many things. Beautiful. Very beautiful. Beautiful character development on Fujitora's part. I mean, we knew his character was like that. Just to see an admiral, of all things, an admiral display something like that is something you don't expect. You don't. I mean, to see an admiral get in that type of position where they bow before someone like that, man, a lot of respect. It's a lot of fucking respect. The admiral that bent the knee to a person that was probably underneath him. So, now that that's out of the way, the bounties are clearly going up. Luffy and Law's bounties are just gonna fucking jump through the damn roof. Like, it's fucking obvious. Like, man, Luffy and Law now being in an alliance, and then it's in the news at the end of the chapter, spreading around the world into neighboring countries and stuff like that. The world government's gonna hear about it. They're gonna get very pissed off because one of their warlords once again got fucking taken out, and the world government's gonna get very fucking salty. Like, I wouldn't be surprised. Like, I will not be surprised if very soon the world government is going to try to start intervening with the Straw Hats personally, like sending CP0 and them trying to get the Straw Hats, because after how the Straw Hat Pirates and Law have been, forming an alliance. They formed an alliance, they took down a warlord, especially like a Celestial Dragon. That's, a major feat. And I wonder how the world government is going to react to something like that. So, a lot of mysteries up in the air after the revelations of this chapter. Past that point, though, past the bounties most likely going up to, the conclusion of, Fujitora, what he was doing, and letting everybody know that King Riku is going to be the new king, he's taking over, and all the other neighboring countries know about it, and with the issues that transpired, you have it to where Burgess fights Sabo briefly at the beginning of this chapter, and for the most part, I knew it was going to end up like that. We get to see Burgess kind of wrecked, and I expected that. I expected that. I mean, after seeing how Sabo came in and did what he did to Burgess, and then in this chapter, Burgess is about to go in for the cheap shot against Sabo, and then Sabo just fucking lights his ass up, and he's gone. I don't think Burgess is dead. I don't think he's dead. He's probably going to come back, and he's going to be very vital in the future. But at this moment, Burgess got fucking wrecked by Sabo. And there was a lot of psychological dialogue going on in that scene with Burgess and Sabo that I want to take note of. When you see how Burgess is just, messing with Sabo's feelings, like, he was trying to get inside of Sabo's head, trying to mess with him, and trying to make it to where Sabo would, attack him out of vengeance. That's kind of what Burgess wanted to go for. Like, he wanted to get Sabo angry before Sabo would have charged him, and then, Burgess would have went in for that cheap shot to kill Sabo and get the Maramara fruit. And that's kind of what was going on there. There was like a psychological battle taking place, and I like how Oda actually demonstrated something like that in this, chapter of One Piece. Now, besides that, chapter, once again, more conclusion, epilogue to this long-ass arc we've been a part of. As I've said, I have my theories that most likely this arc is going to probably conclude around chapter 800. I can assume that's probably where it's going to be ending up. We're probably going to have a feast. We need a feast. That always happens when it comes to a One Piece conclusion of an arc. There's a feast, a big-ass party, and of course, you know, the Straw Hats are going to be getting a big-ass party, and then after that, we need to move over to what's going on with, you know, Sanji and them, and we need to know what the fuck is going with them, because we haven't seen them in, God, like, a year and a half? We haven't seen them in, like, a year and a half, 2 years? It's been a fucking long-ass time since we've seen, you know, Sanji and them. So, I'm looking forward to seeing what is going on with them, where they're at, I mean, what's going on with Big Mom, and a lot of questions. So, that's about it. That's this chapter of One Piece. I loved it, and tell me your thoughts. How do you feel about, you know, some of the conclusion and the bend the knee scene? I love y'all. Please be safe. Chibi out.